I definitely think climate change is going to be the #1 issue in this election, especially for young people. We're seeing a lot of young activists and voices coming to the mainstream and really putting that issue on the forefront. And for me, myself personally, I think that we should be able to have like a leaders debate specifically surrounded around climate change specifically. You know, if we can have one on foreign policy or a different issue, we can definitely have one on the environment and climate change. And it's becoming the #1 issue, as we saw with the IPCC report that gives us 11 years. You know, that is not a lot of time, and we need to act now, and it's a very urgent issue, and that's why, you know, climate crisis will definitely be #1 issue in this election.
I definitely agree. As young people, we should be looking forward to the future, not only for ourselves, but for our kids. Like, we're young kids. I want my children to enjoy the natural environment the way that I have. So as a young person looking forward, the environment is definitely a top concern of mine, just not for my sake, but for the future generation's sake as well. So I'm actually really happy that it's becoming people are like increasing their awareness around the environment, and people are starting to vote off of that, which is really exciting.
Yeah, I'd say it absolutely needs to be a top issue in this election. I mean, you mentioned the IPCC report. They've given us 11 years, so that means we only have about 2 elections after this. So we really need to. We don't have a lot of time. We need to get it together. Like now, if you know, I think it's really good that we're calling it a climate crisis. I think that it needs to be treated like a crisis, and that means addressing it, you know, immediately.
And personally, I think that it's no longer even a question about whether it's an issue or not. It's more so how big of an issue do you want to make it in this election? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a big issue for us today, further down the line, regardless of your political strife, your race, your ethnicity, or religion. It affects all of us equally.